So, hello students, good morning all of you. So, for today's lecture, we shall be studying how to represent electric field lines of a given charged object. Okay, you have been given a charged object. You have been um, instructed about its shape, size, or anything else. So, how are you going? And if it is charged, if it is charged positively or negatively, that should be instructed to you. Then, how are you going to represent its electric field, or most accurately, how are you going to draw the electric field lines of that object or coming out of that charged object. And from its reverse, if an electric field is given, a specific electric field is given, and the direction of the electric field lines are given to you, are drawn specific in that way, then you should be able to tell whether the object is charged positively or negatively. You should be able to tell it, okay, by seeing. So today we shall be studying about that. So let me see, let us write out what are we going to study today. Electric field representation, electric field. So पहले हम करेंगे सबसे सिंपल ऑब्जेक्ट्स का करेंगे, फिर ट्राई करेंगे कॉम्प्लेक्स चीजों पे जाने का। ओके, सो आपको जो एग्जाम में दिया जाएगा वो भी बहुत सिंपल सा रिप्रेजेंटेशन होगा, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ए पॉजिटिवली चार्ज पॉइंट ऑब्जेक्ट। पॉजिटिवली चार्ज point object, positively charged point object. So what is a positively charged point object? You know what is a positive charge? It lacks electrons. That object lacks electrons. The object was initially neutral, but it somehow loses electron, and that's how it gains positive charges. And point object, you know what a point object is. What is a point object? Its dimensions are so small that it can be ignored. Okay, its dimensions are so small that it can be ignored, and when charge is on that point object, it is called a point charge. आपको ये पहले से ही पता है, पॉइंट चार्ज इसे कहते हैं। ओके, पॉजिटिव है, सो वी आर गोइंग टू बी रिप्रेजेंट इट बाय दिस थिंग. It is a point, and to denote it as it is a positive charge, we do it like this. We give it a plus sign. So how is its electric field is going to be? It is going to be radially outward. It is going to be radially outward. It seems that electric field lines start from positive charge and end at infinity. So how is this going to be possible? It is radially going outward. For this, even one condition remains. So what should be that condition? It should be isolated. What do you mean by isolated? That no other charges are present in its vicinity or in its surroundings. Its surroundings is total universe. So is it possible that we can imagine only a charge in a given universe? In a given universe there is only one charge. We cannot imagine, we cannot do that, but we can still imagine that. Because everything is in our imagination, we need to imagine things. So we need to imagine that it is the only positive charge or only charge present in the whole of universe. So its electric field lines are going to be like this, or the positive charge is so small according to its surroundings that its electric field lines are like this. These are going to be radially outward. You can also draw like this. You can also draw things like these. These are electric field lines. So in other cases, you can say that electric field lines start from positive charges, or positive charges are the sources of electric field lines. So and if it is only isolated point, then it will start from that positive charge and will end up at infinity. That means it should be going long to that way up to infinity. It should be going up to long way up to infinity downwards like this. And I am doing it on a surface, but it is simply a three-dimensional thing. You can see that three-dimensional thing is up here, like this thing is that point charge, then the electric field lines are going to be this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, every side. Okay, so we here represented how to draw a positively charged point object, how to draw the electric field lines of the positively charged object. And in the other case, in the reverse case, if it is given like this, you have to identify whether the charge is positive or negative. Okay, and this positive thing is not given in here. That thing, the question asked you that if it is like this, charges are coming, now electric field lines are coming out of that object, then find whether it is positively charged or negatively charged. Then you have to identify it, the positive charges. What is the concept behind it? Electric field lines start from positive charges and end up at infinity. So what should be the nature of the charge present on that object? It should be positive charge. It should be positive charge. Okay, I think you get it. So let us now move to the next heading, that is, if it is given that it is a negatively charged point object, negatively charged point object, it is negatively charged point object. Okay, so no need to write that point charge. So that object is very minute according to its. So let us now draw it. It is an object. To denote its the nature of the charge, I just gave a negative sign to it. What should be the nature of the electric field lines? The electric field lines seem to come from infinity and end at the negative charges. This should be straight lines. Okay. Oh, for they, you can add an extra point to this. The electric field lines. It may be a short question for any entrance exam. Electric field lines are radially outward. Okay, radially outward. And in this case, you can see the field lines are radially inward, as you can see. So for this case, you can say electric field lines start from infinity and end at the negative charges. You can add such points. So the reverse case is this: the electric field lines are starting from this source and electric field lines are terminated at this source. So you can say that the electric field lines are radially outward in this case and electric field lines are radially inward in this case. So it is a criteria to identify whether the object is negatively charged or positively charged. For positively charged object, you can see that the electric field lines are radially outward from that object, and for negatively charged object, the field lines are radially inward. So this was about a single charge thing. Now we shall be considering how to draw the electric field lines of a dipole. How to draw the electric field lines of a dipole. As you know earlierly about electric field dipole. What is an electric field dipole? An electric field dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges, or you can say that a charge is positive negative charge system. Okay, you can write it as a dipole or a positive negative charge system, or say let's write dipole. You will understand it better than how to draw the field lines of a dipole. So if it is a dipole, so how are you drawing its the lines of a dipole? Start from the positive charge and end at the negative charge. Start from the positive charge and end at the negative charges. Start from the positive charge and at the negative charge. You have to mind about you have to give a special importance to the arrowheads. Okay, they are going to be very important in representing an electric field lines in board exams. If they ask you a question about draw the electric field lines, then you are going to draw like this. Okay, you are going to draw like this, that they start from positive charge and end at negative charge. Now this is a dipole means the magnitude are equal. Now if in any case you are given not dipole, you are given a positive and a negative charge system, the positive charge is greater than the negative charge. Okay, this was a dipole case. Q plus is greater than Q minus. Okay, this charge is bigger. So from this, more electric field lines are going to get away from this. It is going like we build it originally, but more electric field lines are going to get out of it as compared to. Okay, see, you can actually find the difference. There are more electric field lines going out of the positive charge as compared to the number of electric field lines going into the negative charge. It is in this case. Now if it is the other case, then we can draw more lines from this point and then less lines from this point. Okay, so now if the system is plus plus charges, if the system is plus charge, if there is a system, there is plus plus charge, it is also a plus charge, it is also a plus charge, then how the electric field lines are going to be? So the electric field lines are going to be like this. They will start from the positive charges. Okay, the electric field lines will be like this. If they are equal, you can draw the equal number of lines, and if they are unequal, like it is big and it is small, you can draw more lines for this point and less line for this point. Okay, and if it is a negative charge system, if it is a negative charge system, two charges but negative charge system, I don't remember the numbering, negative, so minus and minus, how it is going to be like this is going to be like this. You can actually see the difference. Okay, negative charge lines, arrows heads are going to be pointed like this in this direction. So this is the electric field representation of a negative charge system. Okay. Now, if you have a conductor, if you have a long conductor, a positively charged sheet, we shall be studying about these things later in this chapter. If it is a sheet and it is a conducting sheet, it is positively charged. A positively charged conducting sheet. Conducting sheet. Okay. The positive charge, positive charge, positive charge, positive charge. So how are you going to represent its electric field? Like this. Okay. So I think you have got a good clarification about this. To for more understanding, I am asking you to do a homework like draw the for a negatively charged sheet, a negatively charged conducting sheet, conducting sheet. This is your homework. I will draw its uh, diagram in the next lecture, and you can confirm it from that. So that is your homework. And there are many things we can draw the electric field lines. There are many things which field lines can be drawn actually. So we'll see later in the lectures of some more complex systems which electric fields we shall be drawing. So you can also ask about the representation of any system in the comments. I shall be surely responding to you in the next lectures. So just um, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and stay tuned for better clarification. Okay, so thank you.